Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Brooklyn Beats. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Beats will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wilson's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. McCaffrey on the toss right. He'll take it inside the 25. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go with McCaffrey. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Past the 20. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Beats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
To do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30, 10, and touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Beats take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Beats continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It will go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Now here's Colby Wadman. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytic.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Beats will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Here's a diving catch right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Beats will extend their lead here just before halftime. They're going to try and run, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Beats extend their lead yet again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're going to look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards. And the 49ers are able to claw one back.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, Walker. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ken Walker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Beats get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Beats will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly...
And my goodness, another interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Beats are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Walker.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several.
And now off to the races down the right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And what is they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So